Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Sorry about that random, I don't know if like I needed to sigh or something. I don't know. Anyways, but I was really drawn to the date 411. The number 411 might be really significant. Little random message there. And I feel like 3-4, there's definite solid progression. Okay. But anyways, back to you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Anyone who is booking personal readings or coaching sessions or purchasing products or even just existing, thank you. Thank you for being here. What a crazy time to be alive, right? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, so that's interesting. I heard like refocus whenever I was getting ready for this reading. So I feel like that's obviously going to be a key energy here, is like refocusing. And so not to say that you really kind of, they're showing me like a camera lens, in which maybe, okay, so, okay. Okay, so you know how like, literally like being like when it's not focused, things are kind of like blurry. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you're like doing shadow work, like things actually get blurry. So this is like kind of, giving me the idea that you've been, not that you were like got off track or anything, but maybe you went into some sort of type of shadow work here recently. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Like it's almost like you like dove back into something here. Okay. Like, and it was probably divinely guided, but maybe it seemed like, I don't know, because things were like maybe blurry, maybe it took you a minute to recognize it or realize it, but it's almost like things are coming back into focus here, okay? And so, and like as they come back into focus, as things seem to be a little bit more clear, I feel like you are going to, I don't know, there's like this energy of, it's almost like maybe you were standing still, right? Because things were blurry. And so it's almost like you can like start making movement forward here. And this could be, I don't know, this could be in any area of your life. This could be like a general like, something about your life here, but yeah, things are like refocusing here. There could have been other energies that were kind of like clouding some things up. Obviously we don't want to like immediately go to casting that on to somebody else. If it was something, I feel like if it was something within you, you guys probably went within on it here. Okay. So, or you're going to, or you're in the process of, and for some reason I was getting like downloads about like the stages of the wands, right? Like the wands and how it's like, about learning who you are, and like basically like going back and like saving your people in some type of way, or saving like even if it's like this, I feel like the wands is like this spiritual journey, you know what I mean, like the healing journey. It can really talk about that. And so this might really be tied into this, like your healing journey or your journey to, you know, alignment with some sort of like, I hate to say like purpose, because I feel like you're always in purpose, but it's like alignment to some sort of goal or something, like a vision that possibly like God has given you here. Okay, so so this might be tied into that. Okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm not really sure that I see any of your energy. I feel like, collective, you could be kind of in this energy over here. I don't want to say like annoyed, but maybe when it comes to this, what's going on possibly around you. And maybe that's where this like refocus is coming from. Maybe you are recentering, refocusing back on like what you have going on in your reality, kind of because I really feel like this energy here of what's around you is like, you know, it's not bad. But it seems like there could be like some type of drama that you've like recently experienced, or honestly, I feel like it's not really a part of your space, or you didn't allow it to be a part of your space. Again, I don't even want to say that it's not all like, it just makes me feel like there is this, annoyance. I don't know why you would be annoyed here. Maybe maybe there's just, it does make sense that Mercury retrograde, there could be a lot of people that are like reaching back out, or like in your ear about something, or could be a lot of like distractions, or because I was also picking up on like a pretty, I feel like you might be in some type of hermit mode a little bit, really just kind of keeping to yourself here. Whoever this message is for. Not completely, though. I feel like it's mostly just when it comes to these energies. Okay. And for some reason, I feel like there are like cords, energetic cords or ties that you may have formed with these different energies that could have, okay, so yeah, I'm probably picking up on somebody who's pretty empathic, per usual. Yeah, so things may have got a little blurry, maybe, with some certain energies around. I just feel like some sort of like influence here. You know what I mean? And I honestly, the variety of these cards is really giving like different kinds of influence from different beliefs and different perspectives here. Okay. And this could be around, again, this could be around like your path to purpose, or your life path, or maybe decisions that you've been making or something. But regardless, I feel like you are choosing to look the other way here, and refocus, and kind of zero back in here on something, on whether it be this path, or something in particular. I don't know, but honestly, whatever came back around, I feel like there was also healing that was going on too. So I think it all kind of coincided. It all was meant to happen together. You know what I mean? Like, these people showed up, it's like, yeah. You've reached some sort of point of empathy, though, with this. And it could be towards these energies, or just in general. There's like a heightened level of empathy that you are experiencing, I feel like, at this time, but it's like going to continue. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to stop. And so with that, I really feel like there may be just kind of this like natural ability to kind of like, it's like I saw like, water off a duck's back, just kind of naturally like forgiving some situations in the past in order to move forward here. Because I'm hearing for some of you, and you may feel like this too, that you may be like kind of coming out of this. It's not to say that you're like special or anything like that, okay? But maybe you're a little head of the class. Maybe you read ahead, or maybe you, did some of the inner work ahead, or whatever. But it's almost like I feel like some of you might be coming out of this like Mercury retrograde energy early. And I hate to even like really connect this to the astrological event, but I know that it's very tied in, right? But because I feel like a lot of people are connecting, and I feel like it's like Mercury is a tool during your ascension, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's something to say about people who just like, I don't know. No, there's nothing to say. We're gonna leave that there. That's not my, I heard it's not my pay grade. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. So, any hoots. There could be a lot going on in your throat chakra. We've been picking up that. I mean, honestly, your chakras, I feel like, are always like going through different things. I haven't checked the Schumann resonance lately. I don't know if any of you guys have, but it popped up in my mind, so maybe share with your trends. Okay. hair. So yeah, there's almost this energy of like, why do I pick up on this all the time? Like the go, but it's a really good explanation of like reflection. Okay, I feel like something has been mirrored to you, or something has been, if not mirrored to you, I feel like you have like observed something, or intuitively you're picking up on something, you know, that I feel like is a reflection of, you know, that I kept hearing like the ghosts of Christmas past. So I feel like it's a reflection of maybe the past, whether it be like, because for some of you it's like ancestors, for some of you it's like loved ones that you know that have passed away, for some of you it's like your past, right? Things that you have, and it has to do with these chains that you're breaking, that we picked up on yesterday. So it's like these people, these instances that have like shown up for you lately are a reflection of whatever timeline that was when the chains were formed here on the bloodline, and your self-love and your self-worth. So, and that's where this refocus is coming in, because you broke the chains. And so now it's like, wow, look, and then we have the matrix right here. Oh, interesting. It may have to do with money. Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah, there's a bloodline that's been suffering from lack. Because somebody like made some sort of sacrifice so that they could experience wealth, but because it wasn't built on solid foundation, it didn't last. I feel like even in this lifetime, shit went south, or not this lifetime, but maybe this lifetime, but like in the same lifetime, almost like there was like this energy of people, a couple getting wealthy or something like that, maybe in a not so holy way, if you will. And and so things went south here in a lot of different ways, because those unholy spirits or demons, right? It's like when you and this, again, this doesn't have to be like this lifetime, but I feel like in the span of a lifetime, this is what happened at some point. And some of you might be getting like some sort of views of that, right? Like, but yeah, somebody made some sort of commitment to some sort of, you know, I don't know, spirit or demon or something here to gain a certain lifestyle that they desired. But because it's like they allowed, you know, yeah, they opened themselves up here. But they were in a hurry. They were in a rush, right? And again, keep in mind, I could be talking about, because I am kind of picking up on like this being like not this lifetime for some of you. And this is crazy interesting. I like this. Because you're getting freed here. I mean, I don't necessarily like what these people did, but you're getting freed here, and along with that, I feel like you're freeing a lot of people in the bloodline as well. And that's that Wands energy of like going back and you know, like saving your people here. Fighting those battles, right? Being the wounded warrior, fighting the wounds in order to break the chains here. Oh, okay, hold on. He's thinking about what he's going to do, but I think it's going to be okay. Anyways, so that might be significant too. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that. Like, somebody's thinking about what he's going to do, but it's going to be okay. Somebody might be, I feel like maybe worried about a son, or like maybe like a son that's probably like in their early 20s is what I'm hearing. May have a little more melanin, and I feel like, I mean, it doesn't have to be that specific, but I feel like I'm picking up on somebody specific. You may be worried about like, a decision. It may have to do with like a relationship, or it could have to do with like a job or something. Or maybe like about his safety. Like, I don't feel like it's any like, I don't feel like he's like not safe, but I feel like it could be something that maybe like, I don't know if it's like maybe joining like the, you know, like law enforcement, or like some type of like, you know, military or something like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know, he's going to make the right decision. I don't know what the right decision is, because the right decision could be to join, but I really feel like it's probably in another direction, and it couldn't even, it doesn't have to be that. I don't know. That seemed very specific, but it's okay. Also, like, I thought of like a, that might be significant too. What is that called? I don't know. Can't remember. So yeah, I feel like some of you have been kind of, like I said, in the shadow revisiting some things here. Yeah, I don't really need to repeat myself, but it's in discovering kind of whatever this was possibly that happened. And you're breaking these chains. And so now there's like this refocus. Yeah, do I really need to go too much further into it? I don't think I do. I love the message. I like it because now it's like, for some reason I feel like there's like I'm hearing like some sort of evidence or something, or like some sort of synchronicity, or because there could be some sort of doubt around this, but I feel like that doubt may actually be like attached to the chain here or something. I don't know. Super random too, but I feel like somebody thought that they could like set you up. What's new? It's kind of laughable. But, honestly, I feel like there were some of us in the collective that were just made to be the tower. We were made to be the tower, therefore we attract people that are possibly trying to cause a tower. And don't let me project that onto you. If that's not you, that's not you, right? But and really it never, like, it's, I think because the more that we love ourselves, the more that we're protected through it, right? I don't know about you. Don't let me. I had to learn a few times before before I also didn't get devoured in the tower. But and it's not like I desire to be that. Okay, don't get it twisted here. But I really feel like yeah. And what I mean by that is not that I cause it, it's that, okay, so I don't want to get anybody to get it twisted. Okay. Because people will try to take what you say and turn it into something that it's never meant to be. What I mean by that is that people that possibly have been taking advantage of in some sort of way, lots of people, right? They come along and they meet somebody that basically is giving energy that's like, try me, right? Like... And whatever tower, whatever they were trying to gain from whomever, right? Then they start just reaping the karma that you guys, most of you get it, right? But my gosh, immediately they were like, you gotta explain yourself for somebody. For somebody, jumps out of their seat. Yeah, that might be something significant too, that there's like possibly people that are just waiting for you to say the wrong thing. And you know what? I feel like that could also be some, linked to, a little bit of fear as well. But there are people like that do exist. And so, So I want to say release the fear around it, but know that it does exist, but also know that what you have to say is valid, even if they don't agree with it. Okay? Yeah, okay, so I said I didn't really need to keep going, and here I am, still going. What is happening? Okay, so yeah, this is what it feels like. I like this message. I do. Just more clarity, breaking these chains, breaking them. Yeah. Yeah. And getting back to some refocusing here. Yeah, it's like you're in this, like, the Matrix Nicki Minaj, but her picture, right? Not necessarily, you know, this poetic. Also, probably this DMX energy. A very good balance between masculine and feminine, kind of showing up in these ways. I wanted you to see the pictures, so you could kind of pick up on their energy as well. Just like... Some of you might be in the, you know, yeah. Anyways, okay. Break them what down? These energies? Okay, so, what were they? Nikki, The Matrix, DMX, and Poetic Justice. So, like with this, so I'm going to start with The Matrix here, on that energy as far as, so this is kind of like a giving energy of like, what I'm hearing is like constantly surprising people in that type of way, but also I'm also picking up on like making, like doing things kind of like secretly, right? Like but obviously like on a mission. Do you know what I mean? Kind of understanding the assignment, passing out red and blue pills, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, but doing it in a quiet way. It's also, I'm also getting like somebody that's very much in control of. They're calling like his ability to defend himself and like to fight and whatever, like his shadow self. I think that's just, I don't, you know what I mean? That's not really, I think it's just a representative of it. So I feel like it's like you have this ability to be very self-aware and own this shadow, right? But use it when you need it here, okay? And for some reason I feel like is this, I wanted to say like to match that, which doesn't make sense to me at all, but whatever, it may make sense to somebody out there. So this Nicki Minaj energy here, okay, it's like knowing your worth, okay, very confident. I'm trying to kind of ignore some of her recent things that she's kind of, because that's not the energy that's kind of being expressed here. It's more of like queen energy, if you will. So you're an empress energy. Like kind of this energy of like really attracting a lot. Honestly, I'm also kind of getting like weird, like Cinderella vibes, or like Snow White, like really connected to nature. For some reason, I'm getting this off of Nikki. It's just like really connected to to nature, and like a weird way in which, or maybe that's just symbolic, but also like kind of in which, like boss energy too, like boss vibes. Like maybe you have people that work for you, or like you attract people that help you do things, or like being in charge. You might be in charge of like other people or something. But there's something about, for some of you in particular, I don't know, but you have this ability to kind of attract the help that you need. Like Empress energy, like kind of, you can turn nothing into something. And even if you don't have to attract people to help you, it doesn't take much. Do you see what I'm saying? Like so there, you have this like really, there's this really great perception about yourself and what you deserve. I feel like it was Ariana Grande that sang, "If I want it, I got it." But that's what came to mind. That I don't know if that was Nikki or Ariana. I don't know. But that song came to mind. It's like you're very attractive in that way. Okay. So with this DMX card, now I could be picking up on different energies. Just take what fits, right? These could be also energies that you're growing into. You know, we're not all, anyways, like we're all at different points, right? Growing is not linear. I'll say that every time. Okay. So with this DMX energy, some of you could be, yeah, I feel like you've been fighting through this, you know, for some reason, I feel like whatever this shadow was, maybe there was some sort of fight, or maybe you felt like it was some sort of fight, like kind of, or maybe there's, you've been fighting through something here, okay, for some of you. Doesn't have to be for all of you. And I feel like this is like drawing you closer to the divine, okay, but for a lot of you, this DMX energy is really, it's like you've really pulled your consciousness, you've really evolved your consciousness, grown your consciousness, however you want to say it, to like a level of Christ consciousness in which like you are not viewing the flesh as much as the spirit, if that makes any sense. Like you, what people have, what people, you know what I mean? Like you are stepping into this very observant energy, and you're not somebody that is really attached to, or you're releasing these attachments from worldly things here. But it's like the spirit is more important than the flesh, if that makes sense. Like, not saying that the flesh is not important, okay, but it's like and this is like for like things too. I feel like you are releasing attachment to lots of things here, okay? Probably a very loyal person. Probably a very loyal person here, okay? I feel like. And yeah, okay. So with this poetic justice, and this is how you're showing up, this is your energy, this is how, whether you view yourself or not this way, this is how I would assume other people's are viewing you. And if it's not other people, it's definitely the divine that's viewing you in this way. And that's what matters the most, right? Okay, so with this poetic justice here, this is kind of like, I feel like you are almost in this time of like experiencing some sort of like liberation, if you will. And I feel like this is liberation. Again, it would make sense with those chains and things. There's something major that I feel like you are not only releasing yourself from, but releasing a lot of people from. And so while I feel like this, you know, you've been like fighting some sort of spiritual battle, like kind of really going at war with something here, okay? You're in this time of justice. So really balancing the scales, releasing those chains, okay? And kind of in this space of like, I want to say there's this energy of like giving yourself grace around some area here, and it may be attached to actually like this chain, okay? Because I feel like with this, there's obviously been some sort of reflection, and so it makes me feel like you're realizing, some of you are like realizing that you missed out on some very important like parts, okay, in your life. You know, you had to grow up too fast, or there was like certain things, like some of you are realizing you really didn't ever get to be a child, right? And so that's why you know, there is this energy of maybe you feel as though you've like lost your I'm picking up on like maybe creativity, or like your ability to be a child, or your ability to act like a child, right? Or to tap into that energy. Some of you may have been really focused on that lately for whatever reason. You know, healing probably makes the most sense. Anyways, and so I think that you are getting some sort of second opportunity here to kind of experience some things like as a child, right? Or something like that. You maybe just be like spending a lot of time in that energy, and really expressing your inner child for like developmental reasons is what I heard. Okay. So and there's kind of that energy too here of forgiveness, kind of, and I picked up on that earlier too. That probably comes with the grace that you're giving yourself. So, yeah. Oh, they just, for some of you, there was some, I feel like there was like a energy or some energy that like, maybe was thinking about approaching, to maybe cause some sort of something. But I heard specifically like they don't want any smoke. Like they don't want no smoke. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe some of you are experiencing that. Maybe some of you are worried about somebody and their intentions or whatever. I don't know, but and maybe they had some sort of intention, but I think that they're choosing to back away here. I don't know. But what's new? You know what I mean? These silly people. And that's, you know, they're reminding me of that annoyed feeling. That makes sense. Because it's like, are you guys... ever gonna stop. Yeah. Okay, well, you know. That's what I have for you for right now. I don't know if they want fire either. I would assume not. If they don't want smoke, then they probably don't want fire. You know what I mean? I think you guys are the best. I love you. Yeah, they definitely are. And we're probably going to talk about them for a little bit, you know, but the important part is the work that you guys are doing. I feel like, you know, when we get those messages about these other people, it's just confirmation. It just is helping you guys with your intuition and things. But the important part is you guys, you know, and we get those, yeah, rambling. I'm rambling. I'm going to go. All right, guys. I love you. We'll talk soon.